Can't divide by 0. What makes you divide by 0? That's how it factors. I work with 2 numbers. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. That's one of them. Yeah, that's one of them. That's both of them. Factor that. 2 numbers that multiply give you 14. Negative. And add to give you 5. Okay, so what you do is you set denominator equal to 0 and solve for x. X squared plus 5x minus 14 equals 0. This guy factors nicely. If you have to use the square method or whatever it takes, but the key is that they multiply to a negative 14 and they add up to a positive 5. And that's the riddle that you have to solve, and it's going to be plus a 7 minus a 2. We still haven't answered the question. That's how it factors. Now, the 0 property says, well, either this guy has to be 0 or that guy has to be 0. And that's how we get our 2 numbers that we should not be allowed to use. X equals negative 7, x equals 2. Can't use these 2. Everything else is fine. They won't cause you to divide by 0. There's nothing else you have to avoid, but you definitely have to avoid these numbers. So we throw these out. Can't have these. We throw these out. So what we say is the domain is everything but these. All real numbers except these 2. All real numbers except, I can spell. Let's try it again. There we go. Except negative 7 and 2. That's good enough. You can use those words. That's fine. Okay. That's the domain. But this other one, it's the square root. And just real quick, can't take the square root of a negative number. So what you do for this one, instead of trying to find out what makes it negative and throwing it out, you have to force what's under the square root to be positive. Greater than or possibly equal to 0. Positive. It has to be positive. Okay? And then you solve that inequality. We didn't talk about solving inequalities in this class, but it's a skill they're supposed to bring in from those review chapters. Okay. So, we have 3/2 x minus 12 needs to be greater than or equal to 0. Add the 12. 3/2 x needs to be bigger than or equal to 12. We had a question like this on the test. There was a fraction in front of the x. You need to get the x by itself. You could do it in one step. By doing what? Multiply by the reciprocal. Times by 2/3. Just remember 3. Good job. That doesn't look, sorry, it looks pretty bad there. Sorry. Times by 2/3. 12 times 2/3. You can do 12 times 2 if you want, but you can cancel the 3 and the 12. That's another way to do it. Either way, the answer is 8. This 3 turn the 12 into a 4. So we get an 8 over there, and then we get our x over here. That's your domain. No throwing out. You solved it. As long as x is bigger than or equal to 8, it won't cause what's underneath the square root to be negative. Okay, I think that's a good place to stop. So, have a good weekend. I'll see you on Tuesday. I'll put up an assignment for this and what we did last time. No, sorry, I don't have them all done yet. I will have them for you on Tuesday. Sorry about that.